Hey there folks, today I'd like to take a casual peek into another Let's Play Elite Dangerous for the PC. And it's been a while since the last episode, and there was a lot that went on. Gotta briefly go over what happened. Last episode we were on our way back to Apatakavi from our expedition to the Pleiades cluster. And I mentioned that I would do the next broadcast once we got back to Apatakavi. I'll just finish the journey back. Oops, what happened here? I would just finish the journey back once we got to Apatakavi. And we're here back at Apatakavi, but at a time a lot longer than I wished it to be. Things did not go well for me on my journey back. While I was right after the last broadcast, I went ahead and proceeded back to Apatakavi, cataloging unknown or unexplored systems as I went, and it was took a while for me. The journey back was almost 300 light years and about 50 jumps, and right around 10 jumps away from home, decided to just take a little bit break and eat some dinner. So I had parked right at the star system. Can't remember the name of the system. And went ahead and got some to eat some dinner. And while I was eating dinner, I thought I heard some sparking. I didn't take notice of it at the time, but then I started to hear what sounded like cracking glass. Then I knew I was in big trouble, and said no, and ran back to the computer, only to find out that my ship canopy was cracking, and soon my ship went kablooey and just blew up in my face. And so close to home, apparently some NPC decided to hunt me while I was parked right out of the star, and just really bummed about that. And I learned my lesson not to leave my ship parked when I'm AFK for even a little while. I was only AFK for about 5 minutes, not if that. And so I had to rebuy my ship and retrace my steps to do the expedition once more. Thankfully, I had in my notes which star systems I had breaks at. I had noted star system names whenever I had made when I had plotted a 100 light year route, so I could essentially retrace my steps of which star systems I went to. So I had that, and I had to just basically rediscover each of the systems and planets that I visited from the last expedition. Interesting thing to note is that even though I lost the data from the ship explosion, each system that I revisited no longer said unexplored on the bottom left of my HUD here. I just said none instead of unexplored over here. So that was kind of hard to figure out. But once I was in the system, the objects within the system indicated that they were unexplored, so I was able to rediscover them. But just kind of difficult that the statuses on the bottom left hub didn't show that they were unexplored, since I guess I did revisit it. But anyways, I retraced my steps, and I am finally back at Apadakavi here, and we are about to go ahead and dock at our home base here. So let's go ahead and get to that before I get shot down again. And our home base in Apadakavi is Fontenay City. So let's go ahead and see if we can get home to dock in here.
Docking request granted. Frameshift drive charging.
See, not used to this. Flying in home, I hit the frameshift drive instead of the turbo boost. Let's get used to docking. We haven't docked in a very, very long time. And have not really used the vertical thrusters in a while as well. Whoa. See that guy coming out. That's a big one. And we are at docking 21. Where there it is. Good. Nice and easy to find. Okay. Also on my way back on the second trip back, I did suffer some damage to my ship. I hit one star a little too close. I targeted a star instead of a planet one time. So I suffered a little bit of damage. Not too much. I was just down to like 98% on my systems. So let me just close some apps here I have running in the background. Alright. Home sweet home. I'm very curious as to how much we're going to get for all of this cartography information that I accumulated. So let me just get out. I'm gonna try to note how much I made on each of these missions. I also wrote down some of the terraforming candidates of some of the systems that I found. So we'll see how much those fetch. But let's see here. Universal cartographics. Holy schmacaroni. 400,000 per page. and I think that's because of the detail surface scanner. Before I had that, each page was roughly, from my first expedition, was roughly around 200,000. So for expedition 2B, looks like we're hitting almost 500,000 per page, which is nice. So cool. They have here are the Pleiades system, or cluster systems, like Tegeta, which is about 30,000. Maya was 112,000, and if you remember, Maya was the one with the black hole. How much did the black hole get? I think it was 2B. I mean, Maya 2B was. Let's see. Or B1, Maya B1, sorry. Is that right? Maya B1 is only 2,400? That can't be right. For a black hole? That doesn't sound right. I thought it would have been really, really high. Let me scroll up the list. I mean, Maya A7 was even more expensive. Or made more money. Oh, there you go. Maya B. 37,000 for that black hole. So, very, very cool. Let me see on my list here. Black holes usually fetch 38 to 50,000 credits. So that's about the average going price, 37,267. And that's because I think Maya B was a very small black hole. We could barely see it when we visited it last time, so that's kind of cool. But just looking at these other systems here, so I'm just trying to see if I can find any from my list. There's a Pleiades system. I remember, yeah, this was 100,000 because she had a lot of objects in that system. So, let's see. If I can find. Excuse me while I just go through this list. I just want to see if I can find some of the candidates, terraforming candidates. Let me write down the amount here. 45,516. 485,516. There we go, 17511. This system, as you can see, 75,000 credits, had two candidates. It had a, where is it here? It had a high metal terraforming candidate and a Waterworld terraforming candidate, so, which was really, really cool. And you can see the two of them right here. Both around 30,000 range. So very, very cool. So let me just cancel the sale on that and just sell the whole page here. Oops. Sell the page. Next page is now worth not so much. 273,607. 273,607. Let's take a look at the items here. I'm just trying to find two Pleiades sector systems and a Hyades sector system. KSTC 315. Okay, they don't seem to show up on this page. What about the Hyades or Hyades? Hyades. BVYC8. No, it doesn't look like any of them are in this page here. Okay, so that page. This page is 226,098. Okay. BVYC8. There we go. BVYC8 was 48,000 credits, and that one had a high metal terraforming candidate. It's most likely this one at 39,000. So let me just terraforming candidate usually fetch for 30 to 45,000. So it's cool. Let's see if we can find those Pleiades systems. Not on this page. Oh, we have a page here that was just too close. I mean, a system that was just too close. So let's sell this one off. Ooh, this is a high selling page here. 470, 793. 470, 793. And there's a KST C314. Yep. Okay. No, there they are. CT14, CT. Wait, that's a different page, different system. So this one had a few items and a terraforming candidate here at 34,000. So that's cool. But this one here is, yeah, it got quite a bit, 115,000. I'm not sure why. Probably just a lot of objects within the system. Oh, there might have been a terraforming candidate here. Yeah, there's a lot of objects in that one. Okay, let's see if we can find CT15. There we go. That one is 84,000 and had a terraforming candidate right there at 50,000. Wow. Probably a potentially another one at 29. So let me just see. Maybe it was just a water world. So very, very cool. Let's go ahead and sell that page. And we have a page here for 117,418. 117,418. Wow. This is turning out to be a profitable mission. Even though it took me twice as long to do it, due to my own stupidity. $65, $867, $867. And 16708, 16708. Cool. And we just have 3 systems that were less than 20 light years, so they didn't. They're not ready to be sold yet. But very, very cool. Now, just to see how much we made. Now, expedition number 2 for me. Total travel basically was about 100, 200, 300, 380, 660 light years. Basically, I went 100 light years in the trailing rimward direction, then went 100 light years in the spinning direction, and then 134 light years to Maya, to the Pleiades cluster, and then wandered around 50 light years within the cluster, and then took the 284 light year journey back, which was about 668 light years. And let me total up in exploring all the, not all, but most of the stars and planets and other objects within those systems. Netted me about, let's see, let me add all this up. 273 607 2626 098 plus 470 793 plus 117 418 plus 65867 plus 16708. It provided an income of, let's see, 1.656 million credits. So not so bad. A little over 500,000 credits. Or 1.5 million credits, I should say. So not too bad. As you can see here, my total credit is at about 2.7 million credits. So not too bad. I think I spent a little bit more, not including the rerun or rediscovery, but not including the rediscovery. I still think it was a little long. I spent more time than I should have. I think it's because of my equipment. My discovery scanner was not the best, and of course my ship is not the best, and it's not outfitted as much as I want. But with this little bit of income here, I do want to upgrade my ship to another one, and I have been thinking about it for the past week, what I should upgrade to, and I think I'm going to lean toward the Diamondback Explorer. It's got just that unique design. It has, if you outfit it well, has a really good capability to explore. I plan to. I don't think I had enough credits to outfit it the way I want it. I probably have enough to just outfit it as it is, and maybe one or two outfitting upgrades. But I think I do pretty well on there. So at least starting out, I can probably outfit the Diamondback's Explorer for a multi-role type of duty for both exploration and transporting. It does have a larger hull compared to its little brother, the Diamondback Scout. So you can do trading as well as exploring, and I think it handles itself well in combat. So I can probably do some combat, which I've never really done. I've only been involved in one skirmish so far since I got the game, so probably try that out a little bit, do some bounties. But let's go ahead and take a look. I think this particular port does have a Diamondback Explorer. That's probably one of the reasons why I chose this port. But let's check to make sure. Let's just look at the list here first. Sidewinder, Eagle, the Adder, which has been a good ship to me, but I think I'm ready to move on to something more fitting for the exploration role. We have a Viper here, which is pretty neat, very inexpensive. A lot of folks upgrade to a Cobra Mark III. It's a type of a multi-outfit type of role. I thought about it, but I thought I'd go to something else. We have the Diamondback Scout, which is pretty much the little brother of the Explorer. You have a transporter if you're more into the dedicated toward the trading aspects of the game. And then we have the Explorer here, which is what I like. I think I'm going to go with. Compared to my currently outfitted Adder, you can see the boost speed is not that much and the range is not that much. And that's the stock Explorer compared to my outfitted Adder. So once I upgrade the outfitting on this Explorer, it should be a lot better than my current ship. So, but before we purchase this, let's look at what other ships this port offers. The Asp. This one I seriously considered as well, because I think it does very well in the exploration role. But as you can see, it's at 5 million credits, so it's a little bit more money than I can afford. Maybe in the future I may upgrade to that. Type 7 transporter. An Orca. You don't see that being sold very often. 41 million credits. Wow. Assad Kruger is the company. Seems like a courier type ship transporting passengers. Python. I see quite a few folks on streams use a Python. And that's it. Let's go back to Diamondback Explorer. Let's take a look at it some more. Has decent starting shields, armor, and cargo capacity. Some nice hard points. Internals. There's about 5 internal of various sizes, so pretty cool. And this ship sells for 1.6 million credits, so it's gonna leave me about a little over 1 million credits left. So let's go ahead and purchase that. So excited! What do I want to do here? It says buy new ship and sell. No, you know what? I want to keep my adder. So I'm just gonna buy this ship outright without trading in my adder. Yeah. Woohoo! Ooh, nice. Nice bigger window, that's for sure. Well, not bigger window, but you can see a lot more here. But I wanted to go back to Starport Services here. Take a look. At my ship here. As you can see, it's in this default construction like yellow, which I'm not too fond of. I wish I could change the color, but I noticed that on the repaints, Frontier doesn't offer any repaints for this Diamondback. Even for the premium paint, the paints, they didn't have any available, so I'm gonna have to stick with this construction yellow and gray for now. You could see the ship here is a different design than your typical wedged-like ship design that most of the other ships are. It has that almost like Harrier feel, the aircraft Harrier, the British Harrier. Pretty neat. Almost has an Apache helicopter type design to it. A mix of those kind of two. But I think it has its design inspiration more on the Harrier aircraft, the VTOL Harrier. So looks pretty cool. I wish you could. Can I go in debug mode on this? No, it won't let me. Okay. Well, that's alright. Currently it has a jump range of about close, no, not even close, 14 light years without any cargo. So that's not, that's okay. It'd be nicer if you can go a lot further, I should say. What's one of the things I want to do is upgrade my frame shift drive. It's at a class E5 at the moment. Let's see what they have to offer here. You're talking about in the millions of credits. They have a C5 drive, which is nice. Maximum fuel per jump, integrity. It would allow me to get to about 20 light years. So, of course, Be nice to get an A5 rated drive and hit 30 light years. But we're not going to be doing that at the moment. There's a D5 rated at 160,000. I wonder if we should do that. Upgrade it now to D5 to get a little bit bigger range. That's a little too much. 500,000. At this point, we don't have that much. Okay. And the fuel tank has capacity of 32. C5 rated. I think I'll keep it at that at the moment. We're gonna have to get a surface detail scanner here. And a fuel scoop. We're gonna need to get that as well. Do they not have a surface detail scanner? I didn't see it. Or are we gonna have to, is it of a different size? I think it might be because of it's a different size. How could you tell, by the way? Is that the size? No. I can't tell. Okay. Here's the fuel scoops. E1, C1, C2, C3. We have an A3 rated fuel scoop. That's at 700,000. B2. I think we should get the C3. Yeah, the C3 seems to be the best one we can upgrade for now. What we can do here is sell off the cargo rack, hopefully a smaller cargo rack so that we can... There we go, there's a detailed surface scanner. I think that's the only one they have available, yeah. Wait. Let me just back out here. Just make sure that's all they have. Yeah. Question is, do we want to upgrade our basic discovery scanner to immediate? But I thought I saw the price on that. It's a little expensive. It's almost at 500,000. Yeah, 429,000. So I think I might hold off until the next journey to be able to get that. Our next expedition, I should say. Yeah. I'm gonna have to Still do basic discovery scans within systems to discover more stuff, but that's what we gotta do. I want to upgrade the cargo rack here for us to do some trading. Since I'm not at this point doing a soul exploration setup, I'm doing a multi-type role setup. Does this thing have cargo racks? There's a 16 capacity cargo rack. That's only 29,000, so I'm going to do that. Upgrade that to 16. And before I forget, I was thinking of, for combat, I was thinking of putting a laser here and 2 multi-cannons instead. I wonder if I can do that. There's some gimbaled. Wait, that's not. This is a gimbaled multi-cannon. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, now it's looking more like an Apache. Okay. We currently have a pulse laser. Do we want something else? A different type of laser? We have beam lasers. Not sure what the difference is. I guess it fires a continuous beam basically until you run out of energy. Yeah, that's duh. Pulses, firing pulses. Let's do a pulse gimbaled one. Okay. Do we want any utility mounts? What do they have to offer as far as utility mounts? Shield boosters. And point defense is all they offer. Missile defense automatically tracks and fires upon missiles and torpedoes in range when powered. I don't know if I need those yet. It's all I can't buy anything else with these. So I have 4 utility mounts that I cannot use. Oh, most of them because I can't afford it. But module will exceed maximum mass. Oh. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go back to outfitting, sorry. Power plant. We have a rated E4 power plant right now. There's a D4 power plant for 50,000. It'll reduce my mass as well, so that's nice. I think I might go with. And there's a C4 power plant. I want to find out what I want to have enough for my buyback cost in case things go south. Before I do that, oh, I can't bring up my computer here. I thought you could find your buyback cost. Ship rebuy cost is at 105,000 credits at the moment, so. Okay. Let's get that, I think it was C4 rated. Power plant, yeah, there we go. Thrusters. We have a D4 rated and a C4 rated. C4 provides some nice stats, but this one provides, I think, better stats. Power distributor, I can change that now. D3 and a C3. Notice that D-rated equipment saves up on mass. Let's go ahead and buy that one. It's real cheap. Wait, what? Oh yeah, shield generator, okay. Shield cell banks. What are shield cell banks? Device that uses pre-charged cells to rapidly repair active shields. No effect on collapsed shields. Oh. Are there no shield generators here? Oh, did I upgrade my fuel tank? I didn't. There's an E3 rated and a D3 rated shield generator. D4. More power draw on here. I think I'll hold off on the shield generator at the moment. Yeah, I don't have anything better than what I have on the fuel tanks. That should give us, yeah, that gives us a lot more to carry on the utility mounts, but since we reduced our weight, basically, or mass, not weight. Big difference between the two. Shield boosters, cargo scanners, frame shift wake scanners, cargo scanners, kill warrant scanners, heat sink launchers. Purges ship's heat into, requires ammunition to do. I guess that's what happens when we're getting too close to the star when we're fuel scooping. I guess that would help. This thing requires ammunition though. I don't know. Point defense. Not going to use any of the utilities for now. I think that'll be it for outfitting our newly gained Diamondback Explorer. And that'll probably be it for this episode since we're close to an hour now. So stay tuned for next episode when we give this guy a test flight. Should be really neat. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you guys next time.